Morning, guys. How's everyone doing today? Let's just check. Okay, so we had news at 8:30, orange folder, so I wasn't expecting too much for it. And then we've also got news at 10 o'clock. So let's just see. So peeking in earlier, or well, from last week. From last week, we had those daily highs, which we were targeting last week. Positive from yesterday, we had the drop in price action. But then now on the daily, we've got we had the lows we were targeting earlier, but we've got lows which are equally low, relatively equal lows, which I'll show you. And it's like this for both the daily and the 4 hour. Just mute that. So yeah, so before this drop, I was aiming for. We were saying that once it took this out, and then we would come here, but obviously it didn't take that. I just took this out, stopped at the high end of the CB, the premium of the CB, and then from Friday we had TGIF, and then Sunday gap, and so new week opening gap, and then Monday we just fell out of bed basically with that one. Came all the way down, didn't take out this low, and now we're in a position where we've got these two, but I prefer these two as equal highs, relatively equal highs, and then obviously we've got these relatively equal lows. It's the same thing on the 4 hour. Also, just before I move down to the 4 hour, this volume imbalance. So today price has come up and it has touched, like, I would say the top of it, low end of the volume imbalance, and then and so far it hasn't moved above that. But let's just go down to the 4 hour. 4 hour we're like this, so equal. Yeah. And this, in this range, in this current range, this is 50%. Already just eyeballing it, but was it going, even if with a fib, it would be roughly around 50%. So we're just here, we're just meandering along. So I don't really know what it wants to do first. I still like those highs, and I still want it to go higher as well. Especially with Trump being, going back in, returning into office, I still want it to go higher and stuff. 1 hour just, reacting off. Was it going CBs used as inversions? This one wasn't. This one was used as a normal CB. This wasn't a CB. This hasn't reached that yet. Over to equalize here now intraday. So to go down to 15 minutes. So this high, which was yesterday's intraday high, during after 9:30, basically this was the high, and then this is today's midnight opening range high, and they've just left, basically they've just left relatively equal highs as well. As you can see, it doesn't look good, does it? Like, which way do you think we can go? We can go both ways, but we need to wait now. So waiting is the game. We always wait anyway. It's not like we don't ever wait, but we always wait. But 8:30 didn't give us anything. Normally these orange impact things don't give us anything, but because 8:30, as ICT says, 8:30 is when the macro algorithm comes online. So you would expect a little bit more sharpish at 8:30, but like decent, but like it hasn't done anything. Like it didn't take out these, that Beacon didn't say, you know what, okay, let's see if it wants to go up for those highs. It's just like relative equal lows, relative equal highs, and it's just like same as most of last week actually. But last week it did run after stopping us out a few times. But yeah, so we'll wait for opening bell at 9:30, see what that does. Let's just go down into, before I go to the 1 minute. So I'll bring back the lipstick. Okay, so yesterday's I know this is a little bit what do you call it, messy. We're going to clean it up in a minute. So this is today's this is today's midnight opening range, this yellow box here. This is the midnight opening range from the 17th, and you can see the end dog for the 15th is this one, this smaller one, and then this larger blue rectangle. This one is the new day opening gap for today, basically. So yesterday's close and today, the gap at between 459 and 6. And we've also got the settlement price, and currently price is around that settlement price and at the bottom of the new day opening gap today's. So what I'm going to do is I will remove, if I can find it, that one, yeah, no, I should have labeled them, but I didn't. It's probably down here. Oh, there it is. So we remove that one with the thing. We still got the gap from yesterday's gap. Could it go up and completely fill in that gap today? That's another scenario that we could be looking at. And what I'll do is I'll remove the new day opening gap for the 17th. Oh no, sorry, for the 15th. Right, so it's a little bit cleaner. I found out what that fair value gap was. That was the fair value gap from Friday, I think it was Friday 10th. No, that one was Friday 15th, but there is a Friday 10th one there as well. Is that Friday? I don't even know if that is Friday. Sorry, Wednesday 15th, and we had a Friday 10th one, but I can't remember where that is. I was down here. So yeah. Give me too many lines on this. Should be a little bit more cleaner, but yeah, we've got the end dog and the midnight opening range for today, and we will leave the settlement pricing for now, even though looks like price is going to open up more or less near where the settlement was yesterday. Anything else I need to be looking at? Let me just go over my notes. So yeah, 10 a.m. we have got that news at 10 a.m. That's not good. So, but that sets up what ICT normally says. Well, from what I've gathered anyway in my studies, so what that sets up a potential, was it going, like a reversal at 10 a.m. So either way, so meaning if it comes down here, takes out these lows first, and then at 10 a.m. with the news, we could potentially see something come back up and take out the highs, or vice versa. But yeah, we'll just wait, see what price gives us. It's going to be tricky, especially with the FOMC tomorrow moving around the corner. So yeah, okay, so this fair value gap, we've just left it, come back into it again without taking out that low. I mean, really, in an ideal world, you would just want to see a run, like take out the low and then come back, then we can go down lower. But, oh well, okay, market has opened. Sorry, just go back into the 1 minute, and this is the 1 minute. So let's see what it does. Not a great start, eh? But it has taken out these relative equal highs. with that little pump up. If you're going to come here, take out this one as well. It can give us like a bearish fair value gap before reaching this. Then we could enter that. Oh well, it's reached it. A decent 67. That's great, you know, considering that this wasn't too animated in the first minute, but like since then, yeah. Is it gonna run away without us today? Scrunch up a little bit. Has taken those out. Yesterday's first presented fair value gap right there. 15 minutes. Has cleared these up. Bias reaction of that fair value gap as well, which again is the variation of the model we use on this channel. So if you can wake up a bit more, come back into this. What's the gap here? 64, 43, at least up to back up to here. And then we can target it to here. Stop would need to be above this high. So it needs to come back a decent amount. From there, 111, 80 handles, too much. Come back a bit more. Come back a little bit more. And then from here, I will take, you can give me that. That's what I would take. It has touched that, but on my broker, it hasn't, like, well, actually, it hasn't touched it here as well. Here's a slight gap. But yeah, that's what you live with, and that would be a decent trade if you could, if you did manage to get in, if your broker allowed it. Let me just see. The high of this is 21,159.8, and the low of this is, yeah, it wouldn't have filled me. So yeah, missed trade there, missed trade. But if you did, if anybody watching, if you managed to get into that one, because if your broker allowed you to, or if you just entered because I was saying it, then yeah, you've probably made your 1-to-1 at least, definitely, and now you're 2-to-1. So it's panned out, even though I was requiring you to get a bit more higher. So yeah, it's panned out, and now we can see what it does from here. This is interesting now because this is before the news. They're running it lower, and we've got news at 10 a.m. and then potentially we can get in sync if there is either a continuation or you know, or outright reversal and come back out from these highs. So just keeping this here for the minute because just want to see how low it goes. Yeah, there is an issue I'm going to address. Maybe I'll address it during the live stream. Because I did say I was going to address it during the live stream. But what I might do, I might just make a separate video on it. These CRT guys, just rehashing ICT's work and just branding it as CRT stupidity. But anyway, we'll address that in a minute. Start eyeballing. Is that almost about 50%? And that'll be 50% there. It could be 50%. Let's just check it out quickly. Yeah, just where the other play value gap is, the one from 15th. The 15-minute. I mean, this is a decent one if you want to get into that one, to write it down, to take it down to here. Is it enough? Let me just check. 105 to 72. Yeah, that's decent. Stop loss got to be above at least above 50% of this. So probably about, if I was to take that out, about here to target the low. You would have got your 1-to-1, maybe. Yeah, definitely got your 1-to-1. Yeah. So because that hasn't reached 50%, I'm expecting it to reach 50%. Yeah, no, you shouldn't be expecting, but sometimes it does do that. Oh, Sid, sorry, I didn't see the chat there. Siddharth, yeah, do I use CRT? No, CRT is a lot of nonsense, mate. Those guys who keep sending you messages in regards to CRT, it's just all nonsense. They just taken ICT's original 2022 mentorship model, and they've just rebranded it as CRT. I mean, the common questions from that model are, the 1 p.m. candle, the 5 a.m. candle, the 5 p.m. candle, 9 p.m. candle, 1 a.m. candle, and all that nonsense. All it is he's on a 4-hour time frame, right? He's on a 4-hour time frame, and they're just using, so like for example, if this was a 4-hour time frame, the opening time of this candle, so on a 4-hour is in his time zone, the opening time is at 5 p.m. Yeah, that's it. And all they're waiting for is so if the previous candle takes out the high and purges the liquidity of the previous candle. So this current candle, if it does that, and then they wait for a break in market structure or a shift in market structure on the lower time frame and they enter. I mean, that's a carbon copy of ICT's, what's it called, 2022 model. So it's like, it's stupidity. And the 2022 model, if you watch my YouTube channel, if you watch the video on my YouTube channel, which is about 5 minutes long, that is, just look at that, you'll see it, and just apply it to a 4 hour time frame. That's all you're doing, is just applying it to a different time frame. It's a lot of nonsense. I'll address it. I'm going to make a separate video on it because it's just stupid, and they're trying to just make you buy their mentorship or buy some secret sauce that they've got, which they haven't. Or also, we've hit our target of 50%. Just mentioning it, but yes, which they haven't got. So don't fall for it, mate. Come to this channel. There's other channels as well. We do free live streaming. We talk our trades out. We show you. We use the models that we're actually talking about. Nothing hidden. Everything is open. Go and check out ICT. Everything is. He's there right now. Even now, he does like. He's doing like, if you join his Telegram, you can do. He does live trades. I mean, minute by minute updates. For those of you who are new and stuff. So was it going? Don't fall for that crap, mate. Hopefully that answered your question. So, no worries, man. No worries. Feel free to come back here, like, subscribe. Was it going? Use whatever information was it going helps you out. If you got any questions, just ask, and I'll do my level best to share the information that I know or that I've learned from ICT. So yeah. So anyway, let me just get back to this trading thing. So yeah. So we were looking at this one, and has panned out to your wherever it was. And I was aiming for the 2 to 1 because I was saying below this low. That's done. The original one, we didn't get this one because, I was hoping it would hit the bottom end of that, but it didn't. It just like a couple of points, not even a point, less than a point away, and it just went without us. But we got into this one, so this one was decent. It's now continuing on to a 3 to 1 and more. So those of you, if it goes below that, it'll be a 4.5 to 1. And that's you done for the day, mate. For anybody watching, that's you done. That's you guys done for the day. You don't even have to wait for the 10 a.m., but we're going to do it because we're going to study what the 10 a.m. brings us. And it's always good to study because you never know when you might need that experience. So let's just see if it can make its way down. That's also a daily inversion high. Oh yeah. End dog for 17. So new day opening gap for 17th of Jan. We reached that. Let's see if we can go below the first presented for yesterday's first presented. Interesting that like stopped at the first presented for 15th, stayed in there, and then dropped down into the end dog. So yeah, ignore this, people, because I've moved it out of the way. Sorry for that. Oh, I'm from the UK. I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Where are you watching from? India. Nice, nice. So yeah, hopefully this helps you, man. don't know if you've got a day job or anything, but as you go on, in between your day job, or even if you're just learning this, and you're still a young student, whatever, hopefully this helps you out, man. Um, Stuff. I'll come back in and see the reaction here of that new day opening gap. Look at that. Look at the body, just respecting it. Now, if we can, I was hoping this candle would close above this, then we could potentially go for something higher. But sometimes this is good enough. But you got to wait for this to come back to this darker shaded area, which is the fair value gap from 15th. If it comes back to that, then I would be interested in going lower, but I wanted longer. Sorry, I wanted this to close above this, but it didn't. So we just have to wait for that. Still looks like we want to go lower. If we can close below the end dog. Decent. Right. This is normally a continuation entry for me, but because of last week, every time I try to do the continuation entry, as it went, because it just didn't want to go any lower, it kept getting stopped out. So for the rest of January and into a couple of weeks of February, I'm not going to do the continuation for a while, because of the wiki price action and the fact that it just takes a long time, and then we end up either getting stopped out or getting freaked out. Some of the challenges that you're going to have whilst trading. Yeah, decent. Used the end dog, came back up first. Used this fair value gap, came back through, traded through the end dog. Now we are beyond the yesterday's fair value gap. Let me just check the 15-minute time frame, and we are from that fair value gap which we were talking about earlier. Inside there, it has come down all the way and has, well, doesn't want to go below all the way. Looks like, looking at it like this, it doesn't look like it wants to come up, but you never know. This, even though on the 1 minute it's closing below, on the 15-minute we might just get a reversal from here using yesterday's price action. So we're just going to wait to see, because those highs still look nice to me. So yeah, anyway, if you did take it, you would have made your 4.5 to 1. Yeah, and that was it. But anyway, we're done for today, because I did take that one. We missed that first one. And that can happen. Yeah, continuation trades. Yeah, Siddharth, continuation trades, man. They're the ones, like they're the ones you're sitting there and you're just thinking, like, especially if it starts doing this, like it's entered this fair value gap and he just does this down, up, down, back and forth, and you're just like, bam, move out. Yeah, like just drop, and it was going by. It never seems to drop. And the moment either you've been stopped out because you've ended up moving your stop loss closer, or you've psyched yourself out from the trade. And then when you've psyched yourself out from the trade, then something like this happens, and it drops and it goes all the way. The amount of times I've been in one of those. But yeah, let's see if this can go above this, take this high out. So then we can, because we have entered the macro. So yeah, so we entered the macro, and now got 10 minutes left till that news driver kicks in. And let's see what it presents. Just quickly check the 5-minute for any fair value gaps. Out the way, 5 minutes. Got this one from 9:35 and nothing else. All right, we got that one above there as well, but first we need to negotiate this one. Next 10 minutes, get a better reading of it. Anything from here on out, because we need to save our equity here. We need to protect our equity that we have made. So we've banked our 4.5. Definitely bank your 1-to-1, because I always tell you to make your 1-to-1 and bank it. And then if you left something, always leave something on and let that run. So we've banked everything. We banked 4.5. Now, anything else, we don't want to lose any, or especially for you new guys, anything else I say, just study it. Don't take it. So just study it, okay? So we're waiting. We're going to wait for this. We need to get above this level here. Yeah, get above this level, and then we want to see. Then we're interested in longs to take out this high and possibly this high, which we've done. And just wait. Need a retracement. Let's move this one out of the way. Get ready for our long position. This is what we want here. But it's not going to do that. Looks like a runaway trade. Fortunately. Yeah, we gotta wait. Gotta be patient. May come back, may not come back. We've got this as well. Let's see what it does. Prefer this one though. Gets riskier when you get up above here. Also, just realized I did not mark out when I first presented for today. Change the color of that. It's just gonna get too messy, but let's just leave the color there for a minute. Okay, if we can touch this. Touch this, although I would like it to come back about up to here. Come back. A little bit lower. Yeah, it's just because we had this inverted fair value gap, and I wanted it to come back like here, like it just ran away. I didn't want it to run away. I wanted to stay here, quickly touch, and then go. Now it's gone too high, so now we need to wait. Unless you want to use this bullish one, but I wouldn't, because it's just too big. It's just, look at the amount of handles you're gonna have to risk for that. That's like 40 odd handles just in that one candle. So just wait. Ignore this for the time being. Just wait. And we're 6 minutes away from the news, and it looks like we've entered that 5-minute fair value gap, which is a bit higher than where we were normally. Originally, sorry. Yeah. So the next candle, next 5-minute candle, as long as it doesn't reach that, like I don't want it to reach the bottom of the fair value gap. As long as it doesn't reach that, we can come back down, take it out, and I just need to change. It's got the wrong thing on there. It's not Monday. 28 today. Just that way. Wicked up already, touched it. Wicked up. So, but yeah, patience. Let's just wait. All right. Potential order block right here, which is normally just that we're so close to this and close to that news driver. So I'm just gonna wait, sit on my hands. Getting, if it does want to go longer, we'll get interested over here. I was interested over here, but the way it just went up, I don't want to take that continuation yet. So yeah, just note like while we wait for the news, just look at this. Like, look, it's come back down to yesterday's first presented. This is also the daily inversion fair value gap high, and then it's gone beyond. Failed to close above this candle initially. Then the next candle closes above this candle, above 50% of this candle, and it's above the new day opening gap. The next candle we retrace back in, and like that is an entry, not one that I take. It is an entry. The one I wait for is this one, but it's going up, taking that high out. We were hoping this one or even this one would close here, come back, and then into this candle, and then we could continue. Then we could take that trade with our stop loss below here, and then and then target these highs, and then maybe even these highs. But obviously it didn't give us a thing. Then it gave us this, but this is just too, like, there's too many points, too many handles in there. So I would just wait. Could use a continuation from here, but you got to be really nimble to get in. Like that's like a 15-second time frame thing. Get in, get out, and that would have been literally like as soon as this candle closed, this one came back down, touched the top of this, and then out. Maybe targeting that wick. How many handles would that have been? Let's just say you got in at 26 to here, 43, decent. Yeah. So it was almost a 2 to 1. Right, this looks decent, especially with the news coming out. So if it doesn't, with the news, if it doesn't take this high out, then I'm assuming we're gonna, this is just a retracement and we're gonna go lower. But let's just wait. Yeah. Nothing yet. Well, let's just wait. come back, touch the top of this before taking out that high, preferably. Short top, hasn't it? Like 25 handles, so chances are it's not going to come there, so we'll have to go into, yeah, there was like literally just that. Got those highs, Tuesday 28th, today. Inside the new day opening gap. We'll see where it goes. Let's see. And those highs there, which are in level with that fair value gap, are going to be, would be a decent target. Let's see if it wants to get there. Good for top of the end dog. This wants to go a little bit higher. Yeah, we'll run those out most likely. So that would be decent. Top of the end dog. Stop loss here. 28. Just a 10 handle. Stop. Okay, view. A 1-to-1 definitely. Maybe a 2-to-1 maybe. Almost. This is a consolidation I was talking about. Yeah, not much that I like at the moment. I mean, well, this is decent here. If we could come back, touch this first, and then see if we can have a reversal here. Have your, like, what was it, ICT silver bullet, I think it is, in here. Taking out those highs. Still got lows. Still got highs as well, to be honest with you. But yeah, like how long as it doesn't run from here. But if we come there, 213, that's not bad. Target would be for, yeah, we can get up into here. Other thing though today is like, so enter some of your position in here, maybe half, and then some of it as it comes into here. Target this low, come back into the top of the fair value gap, first presented. basically that would be your trade, 1-to-1, but it's only a 1-to-1. But if you, it's this one is what I was aiming for, which is a 2.3. Well, let's just call it a 2-to-1. There to there, but that all depends that it needs to come in here now, hit that, then go lower. But if it runs away from here, then you lose interest. Well, I lose interest. Or if you position, like you can position yourself in, pyramid it. Yeah, the only reason why I'm saying is because there's a 5-minute fair value gap which I'm electing sliding with that. It's once it hits this that it wants to come down here. At least tap that 5-minute fair value gap. May not do so, but that is the narrative I'm trying to establish. Underwater. No, that's not what it wants to do at this moment in time. So that would have been a stop app. And now well, I would have liked it to take that out, but at least take out this high completely, which it did there. Stop run, maybe. Use the top of that end dog and then place your stop loss below here to run these out and then potentially all the way up to here. But that's if it came back here at the end dog, like, you know, like a balanced price range, basically. No, redelivered rebalance, I think it is. But it's a good thing this part, we're just watching it, we're just paper trading this part because we already made our money on this side. So we couldn't get in on this one. We missed out because we were waiting for that inversion. I didn't want to do this one because of the stop loss factor. Interesting that it's gone back to right to the top of the opening range. So I was hoping it would just dip through on that candle into the 5-minute fair value gap, and then we could have entered that. But I didn't want to do that. Instead, we elected to go short from here, but obviously that didn't pan out at all. So yeah, just wait. But yeah, that is the target that is most likely going to reach for now because of the equal highs on the 15-minute, which are above it. So let's see where we are on the 5-minute. Yeah, see this right here. Instead, just use the inversion. Oh, but you live and you learn. Yeah, those are the targets we're talking about. That one, and there's one further back from yesterday's price action. And let's just see, 15 minutes. That one, I'm talking about this and this. Price action, 15 minutes. Yeah, if we can hold there, then we can use our flagship model and then to target those highs if we can hold. But today, like it hasn't given us the entries that we normally look for. It's given us different types of entries, but not the ones that we look for. Yeah, give it about 5-10 more minutes, then I'm gonna call it a day for today. I've got somewhere to be. But yeah, not bad. At least we didn't lose a trade. If we did take this one, we would have lost it. At least we didn't lose that one. This one we missed out on. And this was the one we capitalized on. So yeah, not bad for the day. Obviously, I did want to catch this leg up. This is what we were assuming once it took out one side, either the buy side or the sell side. But it went for the sell side first. But where I wanted to get in at here, um, after this kind of close, it didn't give us that, so we missed out on that one. Yeah, FOMC tomorrow. So we'll see what FOMC brings us. Yeah, I wonder how ICT is doing today. I mean, he was probably all in all of this and all of this. And yeah, well, that's why he's a legend, isn't he? That's why he's the ghost in the machine, because he can do all of that and all of this. And he would have got in like this as well. He would have had some sort of entry technique to get into this. Like I was hoping to aim for that rather than initially I was saying like 50%. Normally I'll do that 50%, tap the top of this, but because it was so, the handles were so much, I wanted a cleaner one up to here so I could risk less, or I could risk my normal amount of pips and stuff and percentage risk. So I didn't do that. Just only I just want to see it, see if it does want to continue higher towards there. Like in hindsight, I was watching it when he was here. I'm like, yeah, it could be, but like this is all hindsight now. So in hindsight, they are. I mean, what does that look like to you? Yeah, that was the entry for a couple of reasons. I'll let you guys figure it out why that would be the ideal entry. But this is what I didn't want to compete with. The risk would have been too much for me. The amount of handles, I just don't want to do that many handles. It's like, what is that? 62, that was like 40 handles. It's too much. I didn't trust putting stop loss below here. That's why I was waiting for this. I wanted this close here. Well, whatever. Yeah, it happens. Kind of annoyed though, because we did like not 100% predict it, but we did predict that one side would be taken out, and then we'd see if they want to retrace and go for the other side. Did it? Look at this. It just did it on the macro as well. 49, 50, bang, macro starts, takes out everything, clears out everything. That ICT macro, it's like fire, isn't it? Right, I was going to do something. Um, Yeah, so market maker Y model basically. Original consolidation, yeah, first stage, second stage, and then you got your low risk entry and all that. Yeah, look how it all lines up, just perfect. And then the high, use the high to continue higher. Yeah, hopefully you can deliver us that objective in this candle. Yeah, come on, you can do it. Yes, there you go. So let's just look at it. 15-minute. It still hasn't taken out the high there. So I'll have to go above it to take out the high. But yeah, not bad, is it? Not a decent, not a bad price run. But it's one of those ones where you got to have a couple of entry techniques to get in. Like other than the one just where it enters, re-enters a fair value gap. It did give us that one, but that fair value gap was just too large, too many handles in that one. So I just didn't want to do that one. But we'll just look, taking out those highs, going into yesterday's midnight opening range. 50% would be target, would be decent. That 50%, by the way, that's the gap from yesterday, the opening range gap. Because it only went up to 25% yesterday, but just slightly above it, and then it dropped. I just wanted to check something. If we did take this one, do this and then this, not bad, but like I said, I didn't want that much. If it had come onto the original one here, this is what I was aiming for. That, see, like the difference between the risk, but it didn't want to give us that. So yeah, not not bad. And then this one, I'll be honest with you, I totally forgot about this one because I was so fixated on that one. But yeah, this is a decent one as well. Let's just check that one out. That still would have been decent. But yeah, that one we wanted 7-1, but this one 3-1. Probably should have paid a bit more attention on that one, but I didn't. I missed that one completely. But yeah, this one, and this was the one we were waiting for. Didn't happen. This one we missed, and then everything else after that. Once I got above this high, I wanted to see because. So once I got above this high, and this happened, I wanted to. This happened, and it didn't touch this. What was it called? First presented fair value gap. But the scenario I was planning out in my mind was that it would go back in here, come back, touch it, the top of it, then continue higher. And then I was trying to capitalize just on that small movement from there to there, which is about a 2-1. But it didn't do that. Instead, it just turned from here. And oh yeah, this was also a 5-minute fair value gap, and it just turned from there without even touching the 5-minute fair value gap. Like it didn't even wick into it, and then just continued on, and then this inversion didn't even get used. at all, and then we had to wait for that. But then by then, I didn't have any interest in entering. It was just to look at it, just to observe it basically. So I hope that's been interesting for you guys. I mean, if it goes to 50, it could even go way beyond that, closing that gap. I mean, that was a huge gap. Or we might end up waiting for FOMC. But yeah, hopefully you found this one interesting, guys, and come back for more. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you were here at the beginning when we capitalized on the first trade, and hopefully you didn't take anything else, like you avoided your impulses for taking trades. Hence why I said even this whole thing after we got this, I said we're just gonna observe this. So yeah, although I'll be honest, I would have taken it if it did give me that. I would have taken it, but anyway, that's my impulses speaking. So yeah, decent, good trading day. Yeah, I will do a video on that CRT to for the people who missed the live stream, and then they can decide for themselves whether CRT is actually decent enough for them or not. Oh, Jackson, I go. All right, yeah, no worries, mate. So you're not trading live yet? No, that's fine, man. That's fine. Just take your time. Observe. Best thing to do is observe, paper trade it if you can. Observe initially, and then when you're ready, paper trade it, and then demo trade it. Well, demo paper trade, same thing more or less. But yeah, what's it going? Don't like don't rush yourself into it. Learning is the key thing, and developing your patience for this is even more important than the learning, because the learning will take you like literally like you could probably learn everything within a month, but the experience and the patience is key. That's the key thing. So anyway, like and subscribe, and come back for tomorrow. Hopefully, we've got FMC in the evening, so just keep a lookout, because I may do the morning session. If not, I might come back for the evening session when we have FOMC. FOMC is in the evening, isn't it? Because it normally is. Yeah, FOMC 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. So yeah. Anyway, keep an eye out, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Right. Good luck and good trading.